Good morning and happy Monday. Wherever you are gearing up for the day, settling into your classroom, or sipping your first cup of coffee, I'm so glad you're here. You've chosen to begin your week with intention, curiosity, and heart, and that matters. Welcome to the Early Learning Lounge, your Monday morning reframe. I'm your host, Tammy Nucci, and today we're stepping outside, literally and metaphorically, into a conversation about something childhood used to have more of: freedom. Last week, we explored trust in practice, how our behaviors reveal what we truly believe about children. Today, we ask a different question. What happens when children no longer have space to experience trust, freedom, or risk? To answer that, we need to look at what has changed in childhood and what's at stake if we don't shift course. Think back to your own childhood for a moment. Do you remember being outside until someone called you in for dinner? Or riding your bike beyond where adults could see you? Climbing trees, running fast, getting dirty, and loving every second of it. For many, that wasn't a special event. It was childhood. Today, childhood looks more like structured activities, supervised play, indoor schedules, and screens, lots of them. The outdoors has shifted from being a birthright to something we now have to schedule. And here in Canada, we can measure that shift. A national survey recently found that 70% of mothers played outside every day as children, but only 31% say their own children do the same. Over half of those mothers spent 3 hours or more outdoors daily. Now, only 1 in 5 children do. It doesn't stop there. Canadian teens today spend less than 8 hours a week being active outdoors, compared to 17.5 hours their parents reported at the same age. Meanwhile, Canadian children and youth spend over 7.5 hours a day being inactive, or even worse than that, sitting. And fewer than 9% meet recommended physical activity guidelines. This is not nostalgia. This is data. Childhood isn't vanishing, it's moving inside. The Canadian Public Health Association shares a striking example. In the 1920s, an 8-year-old roamed 10 kilometers from home. In the 1960s, that shrank to 2 kilometers. Today, children roam about 900 feet. Consider that the radius of play, which is basically around the house. Each generation's world has gotten smaller, tighter, more supervised, not because children changed, but because adults did. And in that shrinking space, something vital has been lost. Not safety, confidence. Somewhere along the line, be careful became the anthem of childhood, not because children became less capable, but because adults became more afraid of injury, afraid of judgment, afraid of letting go. But here's your reframe. When we replace experience with protection, we remove learning. Children don't learn to make safe decisions by avoiding risk. They learn it by doing hard things in manageable ways. Outdoor play isn't a break from learning, it is learning. Climbing, balancing, lifting, running, all of it teaches body awareness, problem solving, persistence, courage, emotional regulation. These aren't tasks, they're identity building experiences. A scraped knee heals, a lack of self belief doesn't. I've had the privilege of seeing this firsthand in places like Sweden, Denmark, Australia, and New Zealand. In these countries, outdoor play isn't an afterthought, it's the culture. In some programs, children spend most of their days outdoors. In others, there are no walls between inside and outside, and children flow seamlessly between spaces, exploring with confidence and self direction. I've watched children at the ages of 3 and 4 climb trees higher than I imagined possible, safely use real tools, build fires for cooking, trek through uneven terrain, and support each other through all those challenges without panic, without hovering adults, and without anyone rushing to rescue them. Were these children extraordinary? No, the belief system was. They weren't trusted because they were capable. They became capable because they were trusted. Those experiences changed something in me. They made me realize that the limits we see in children often begin with the limits we hold as adults. It isn't the children who need to change, it's the permission we give them. One of the most important things children learn outside is how to assess risk, not fear it, not avoid it, assess it. They learn to ask, is this stable? How far can I go? What's my plan? What happens if I fall? These questions build neural pathways for judgment, resilience, and self trust. But if children never climb, they can't learn to climb safely. And if they never fall, they can't learn how to fall safely. If we remove every risk, we remove every opportunity to learn how to navigate it. We're not raising safer children, we're raising children without practice. And here's the twist: the outdoors isn't becoming more dangerous, the digital world is. Outside, children can see risk, they can feel it, negotiate it, and recover from it. Online, the risks are invisible and constant. It's tempting to blame schools. They don't take the kids out enough. They don't let them climb. They don't allow risks. But here's the truth: most schools today offer roughly the same recess time that they did decades ago. Recess didn't disappear. What did? All the outdoor time that used to surround it. Children now go home most often by car or bus to screens, gaming, scheduled evenings, and indoor routines. Outdoor play is no longer a lifestyle, it's an item on a calendar. And this matters because schools support learning, but families shape lifestyle. Parents are and always have been the first and most influential teachers. The outdoors is not a program, it's a choice we make. A door opens, a child steps out. That's where the magic begins. This week, choose courage over convenience. Don't eliminate risk, guide it. Let children climb higher, get dirtier, run faster, build something, solve something, be someone. The outdoors doesn't make children wild, it makes them whole. It strengthens identity, it builds judgment. The outdoors prepares children for the visible world. But what about the world they can't see? In episode 9, we will talk about just that: screens, stress, and the shrinking world of childhood. We'll explore how digital life has expanded while real life's contracted, and what it's doing to our children's attention, emotions, bodies, and sense of self. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. As you move through your week, may you notice the moments where the wind teaches, where mud tells a story, and where children remind us who they are when the world opens just a little wider. The hustle is real, the grind is constant, but the heart, your heart, is what makes it matter. Until next Monday, keep leading with grit, hustle, and heart, and don't forget to fill your cup.
1, 2.